Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay cast from 2024. Recent replays once again, as we have spawning here in the lower left, in the blue. It is Royal Deluxe. I don't know exactly which AK from whose pro player this is. Could be Royal, but I'm not quite sure given the fact that Royal is of course a Terran player. I don't think he is him because it's a Protoss of course playing here. Versus however Flash, who is spawning here in the upper right as the red Terran. So once again we do have a 4 spawning location map. We do have a Terran versus Protoss here. The production tab is once again here in the upper left part. And yeah, very soon we are going to be checking out, of course, just like we do in the previous replays, the build order here from the two players to see exactly what to expect, as Flash is opening up here standardly with his supply depot. This time, however, deciding to place it very close towards his command center, so not next towards the minerals, to leave a gap here. An interesting position here from this supply depot, and the Protoss also placing his pylon next to his base. But by the looks of it, he might be saving for a Nexus first build order. Either that, or he could go of course into a gateway first also here. So that would be of course a pretty standard open up here for the Protoss. Same can be said here for the Terran, as Flash continues here with his barracks. Another probe is getting produced here for the Protoss, and it looks indeed to be a fast Nexus build order open up here by Royal. So let's just see if Flash is going to find out about this early. He did of course punish this build order with a SCV bunker rush early on to snipe the Nexus, as his SCV is now moving out onto the map. So let's just see if he's going to be lucky with his scouting. What exactly is going to happen? I believe he's going to very likely follow up with a factory, given the fact that his gas has now finished. 3 SCVs are mining already, and of course it's going to be a scouting out here in the upper left part, or it should be of course a scouting by Flash here in the upper left part of the map. You might be unlucky to go then into the lower right, so this will of course give an advantage towards the Protoss build order here against his opponent. So yeah, there's the factory. Gas is also started here for the Protoss, as he also started out here to explore the map, and this is going to be very crucial here for Flash. Is he going into the lower right part, or is he going into the left part of the map to see exactly the fast Nexus open up here by his opponent? And he looks like he's indeed going for the lower right part. So this is going to be a timing advantage for the Protoss versus the Terran. Quite a interesting move out here. We also have the Marine out, who is going to intercept the probe very soon. So a good move out here by Flash, but sadly for him, his scouting off the chart here, and sadly very unlucky. But 2 Marines should of course be able to fend off the scouting from the Protoss, so at least that. But yeah, let's see, is he going to try still to do a timing push versus the opponent? There we have the first Zealot getting produced. We have another gateway. We should have cybernetic score also here for the Protoss. There it is. And yeah, finally the SCV will be able to move here forward towards the main building, main expansion point from the opponent. Also nice hiding here from the Protoss. He might add a pylon into this location. He might continue with a robotics facility bay right here, as the SCV is now moving forward, and the Protoss nicely tries to block the entrance, but now the SCV sees of course all of the buildings here, knows exactly what is going on. Some Dragoons will be produced very soon. Range has started. The SCV gives now important information towards Flash, as we see a lone Vulture now moving out for him. 2 Marines still in the back. The expansion has also started here for Flash, so it looks like it's not going to be a SCV rush. Going to try to snipe perhaps one Zealot here, but there is a Dragoon also out here for the Protoss. So with that, we are going to go into a more defensive gameplay here by the both players, as the SCV has been sniped here by the Dragoon. So pretty standard stuff here. Sadly a bad luck move out by Flash, scouting the map in the upper left part, then in the lower right. And now of course the Protoss has had time to establish his defenses here with the Dragoons. Only a Vulture here moving out, waiting for the mine upgrade to finish, just to place some mines to keep the Protoss at bay. Second Vulture is also out here, as Flash is now establishing his own defenses here onto the map. So we will soon close towards the 5-minute mark. Actually, we will pass the 5-minute mark. Second gas is already out here for the Protoss, so he might go into a more sophisticated build order. He might go into carriers later on. Could be Dark Templars, could be High Templars. So he's investing really heavily into that gas. mining more and more of it. And we do have indeed the robotics facility bay also getting placed here by the Protoss, as yeah, more and more mines are getting built here out by Flash. So Flash establishing a nice mine beeline here, and this will of course force the Protoss to go into those observers. Either that, or he could bypass it with some shuttle gameplay, with some arbiter gameplay. We have speed for the vultures getting done, weapons on one upgrades here, and there we have also the observatory here for the Protoss, as we also have an engineering bay here for Flash. Thinking about it, could be a timing push with some Dark Templars in order to establish some turrets to defend. There we have the tank snapping this egg, and yeah, the vultures are still patrolling here the map. Speed will be done very soon, but the Protoss is nicely walled off here, so the vultures will of course have no chance to move here forward. In the end, it's still a 2 base versus 2 base, so quite an interesting game we have here. Very defensive gameplay here by the Protoss, who is actually perhaps expecting a dropship harassment by the opponent. And we also have the Citadel of Dune getting placed. We do have some servers, more and more Dragoons are getting produced, as very soon I believe the Protoss is very likely going to try to move out to snap more and more of those mines onto the ground. So yeah, tanks are out here for Flash, vultures are still patrolling the map, still giving important information here towards Flash that it is indeed a defensive gameplay here by the Protoss. And yeah, lots and lots of observers are moving out, and very soon I believe the Protoss is very likely going to try to either secure the expansion right here or just to move out, perhaps to harass the Terran, but each tank ability should also be done very soon. And hold on, we actually see the first star getting produced. We also have Templar Archive here for the Protoss, as he's still mining from gas. So it could be indeed a arbiter gameplay here by him. And let's see, is there comset available here for Flash? No such thing, as he's actually going into 3 more factories right here. So just like in previous replays, this could be a timing push at around the 9 to 10 minute mark here by Flash, as his production of the factories is going really strong. The vultures are still patrolling the map, searching of course for the second expansion point, and yeah, they might be trapped here, so he needs to be careful. One vulture already taking some good damage out of the Dragoons, as it looks like indeed the Protoss is going to secure his expansion point right here, but this would be very good news here for Flash. Siege tank ability he has started now. We have some Dark Templars now getting established here for the Protoss, as this one observer gives important information for him. And is Flash already moving out here? Quite an early move out by him, as his factories haven't really finished here. So let's see, he's really going for the 7 minute and 40 second mark here to move out with his tanks towards the Protoss. Let's see if he's going to be successful. There's lots and lots of Dragoons out here for him. Siege tank ability should of course be finished as he reaches the outgates from the Protoss, as 2 Marines here. Some SCVs are once again moving forward, one with a lucky gas for him. And it looks like Flash waits here for some reinforcements to arrive. Notice there are some DTs, so he has no detection yet. He needs those SCVs to build some turrets. And yeah, there is the expansion point from the Protoss. Speed for the Zealots has sadly not been done. It just started now, as we have one arbiter here for him, so he needs those turrets. Flash needs those turrets really quickly. The tanks are pretty much exposed here in the front, so the Protoss should get some good shots here against one tank. Even the second tank is nicely getting snapped. So pretty much a disastrous attack here by Flash. Very bad attack by him, very bad positioning. Even the DT in the back is sniping some of the units here. In the end it will be cleared, but still there's so many Dragoons here left alive, so pretty much a failed attack here sadly here for Flash. I believe all of the timing pushes which I have casted for him were pretty much a success, but this time this one is a completely failure. And there we have the early GG out for him, so a very impatient gameplay here by Flash, not waiting around the 9 minute mark, already moving out at the 7 minute mark and immediately getting punished here by the Protoss. The Protoss barely losing any units here, quite a failed move out by him sadly, very impatient. Perhaps he just wanted to finish the game really early on, but he was just missing the position. He was missing, I believe, more vultures in the front to give protection towards the siege tanks in the back, and with that sadly here for Flash, quite a failed move out, but it happens of course. Arbiter would have been here ready, but there were turrets ready for Flash. So yeah, very impatient sadly here gameplay here by him. And yeah, with that the Protoss of course with a great defense, a great micro, being able to take this game. Let's just check the stats very quickly. So perhaps a far too early move out here by Flash at around, I believe it was the 7 minute mark and 40 seconds. Usually he goes out at the 9 minute mark with lots and lots of tanks, and of course the vultures are really important to have them in front of your tanks. So the engagement right there was very bad. As I saw the tanks in the front, I already knew that it's going to be very good here for the Protoss, who was able to snipe one tank after the other, and in the end even the Dark Templars in the back gave good attack towards the Protoss. So Royal, I don't think it's the real Royal, but who knows, maybe it is. Usually Royal plays Terran. This time, however, a very good Protoss indeed, a very good defense by him, and a very impatient gameplay here by Flash. I believe if he would have moved out at the 9-minute mark, if he would have had more units, he would have taken this game quite easily. But with that, sadly now for him, he loses this game. Still a very good game. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Tommy signing out.